All right, hello everyone, and peace of Christ, all of you. Please invite your friends, and after we finish, immediately download the video. This is a very important video, and this is why actually I'm going to keep it very short. And the purpose so many of you can download it and post it in their channel. So it's going to be less than 15 minutes. So please feel free to download the video immediately, and this is for free for everybody to do so. As we know, Muhammad, he claimed to be a prophet, but there's a mountains of evidence that Muhammad is a false prophet. And today we will share a very important one with you. Actually, I spoke about it before, but I wanted to make it shorter, easier for people to understand. The story of the women who tried to kill the prophet of Islam, and she was really successful. It's proven to us that Muhammad is truly a false prophet. How we can come to this conclusion? If we go in the hadith where the story happened, and this is not a hadith, the Muslim they can say it's weak. It is sahih, and this hadith is appear in many places, not only in this one. It says here that a woman who is a Jew, who Muhammad he killed all her family and her tribe, she was taken as a slave, and she cooked a goat or a sheep, and she had poison the prophet. She put a poison for him in that goat, and then the prophet claimed that the goat spoke to him and told him that the goat is poisoned. And the funny here that the goat spoke to him, it is cooked, it's fried, it's barbecued, and it has no head, but yet it can speak to the prophet. And she told him that this, I am poisoned, don't eat me. But she said that after he ate from her, which means from the goat, which I find the story very funny and hilarious. And then the prophet he sent to the Jews, to the women who cooked the food, the Jewish women. He said to her, what motivates you to do your work, the work you have done, which means the poison? She said, well, you know what, if you are a prophet, it would not harm you, but if you were a king, like any other king, I should ride the people of you, which means that will expose you. You are just a prophet, not a prophet. So if you die, well, that's mean you are not a prophet. If you are just a normal king, like anyone who take over by sword, you would die. And then the prophet of Allah, he says, and we will show you the other hadith where he says, but Allah will not allow you to do so, which mean Allah will not allow such a thing to happen to me. And then you see you know, Muhammad right away after he says that after that I feel the pain from the food I ate in Khaybar, that is cutting my aorta. So Muhammad confirmed that this woman she killed him, and Muhammad he confirmed that Allah will not allow this woman to accomplish her mission. And why she cannot accomplish this mission? Because simply he's a prophet. If he is just a normal king, then he will die normally like everybody. But if you are a prophet, then you will not die. And there is more other hadith speaking about the same story. Muhammad in different hadith he said the following. Let us see if we can find it in this website here. All right, I guess we found it. Let us see. I'm not sure if this is the one. No, this is not the one. Anyway, so the whole point of this story, if Muhammad is a prophet, nobody can kill the prophet. If you go as an example in Sahih Ahmad or Musnad Ahmad, it says that the woman she said to him, if you are a prophet, Allah is going to tell you about it, which means you will not eat it. and if you are not a prophet, I will make the people get rid of you. And then the prophet, he said, to her, well, Allah will not Allah will not allow you to do so, which means Allah will not allow you to have victory over me and to kill me by the poison. But then we find Muhammad saying in different hadith, not only in this one we just read for you, Muhammad, he confirmed that in his death, that he is dying because of the poison he ate at Khaybar. And this is Sahih al-Bukhari, where Muhammad, he said, Aisha, she's saying that the prophet, he used to say, oh Aisha, I still feel that the pain caused by the food I ate at Khaybar. And now in this moment, which mean I feel as if it's my aorta is being cut off. So now Muhammad is confirming that his death is happening by the poison. And if the Muslim, they want to say the prophet was wrong, that means the prophet is not a prophet. If we go to different hadith, we will find the following. And this should be found in Sahih al-Bukhari too. So let us see if we can find this one. Here we go. This is Sahih al-Bukhari. It says clearly that the woman, she said to him, the reason I want to kill you to see if you are a prophet or not, and if you are a prophet, that poison would not harm you. Read carefully. He said to her, have you poisoned this sheep? She said yes. The woman, she is suicidal, obviously. He asked, what made you do so? They said, we wanted to know if you were a liar, in which case we would get rid of you, and if you were a prophet, then the poison would not harm you. So the purpose of this conspiracy against Muhammad, either he is a true prophet or he is a false prophet. And the story continue where Muhammad, he says, well, Allah will not let you do so. But here, read carefully with me. If you are a prophet, you will not die. If you are a prophet, you will die. The Muslims believe that Muhammad is protected by Allah, and the prophet is protected and nobody can touch him. Yet here we find Muhammad dying by the poison, confirming that the poison is killing him. And he is, by confirming that, he is agreeing that the women that plan to examine his prophethood, she was successful to get rid of him and to prove that he is a false prophet, especially when he challenged her to say, well, Allah will not allow you to do so, which means Allah will not let you harm me. If we ask any Muslim what this is all mean, imagine we have an examination. If you are this will not happen to you. And Muhammad, he challenged the women that will not happen. And then we find that this is exactly what happened to him. And then we go to the Quran, we will find Muhammad saying in the Quran that if Muhammad, he did lie, which is supposed to Allah aka Muhammad, because Muhammad and Allah is one. Allah in the Quran in chapter 69 verse number 44, you can read from verse number 43, 44, 45, 46, where it says that if Muhammad is a liar, fabricating things it's not from God, then Allah will cut his artery. And this is exactly what happened to Muhammad, as we see in this hadith here, which is in Sunan Ibn Dawood. And this is exactly as we see in this hadith here, which is in Al-Bukhari. So the Quran confirmed that if Muhammad is a liar, a fabricator, a false prophet, Allah would cut his artery, and Muhammad saying exactly that this is what happened to him. But here there's more than this. The woman, she killed the prophet But according to the Quran, the one who killed the prophet is Allah. And let us prove that to you. Which means now the network of proving Muhammad to be a false is all over him. Because remember, the women, she made the examination. If you are a prophet, you will not die. Muhammad, he challenged her. He said, Allah will not allow you to do so. The woman, she was successful to poison the prophet. The prophet, he suffered to death, dying by the poison. The Quran says in chapter 69 that if he lie, we will cut his aorta. And this is exactly what we see in the front of us on the screen. And then we find that the Quran says in different verse, and this is the big problem now. According to the Quran, in chapter 64 verse number 11, it says, ما أصاب من مصيبة إلا بإذن الله. Translation: no kind of a calamity can occur except by the leave of Allah. And here remember, the women, she killed Muhammad. Muhammad died by poison. The Quran saying if Muhammad is a fabricator, he's a false prophet, certainly we are going to cut his artery. And then we find a verse in the Quran saying that there's no damage, no bad things, nothing can happen, no calamity can happen to anyone, can occur, no exception, except by the leave of Allah. That's mean the one who killed Muhammad is Allah himself. And this is in total agreement with the verse where it says if Muhammad is a liar who fabricate verses about us in chapter 69, we are going to cut his artery. And this is in total agreement with the hadith where it says that Muhammad saying I am dying because of the poison which is cutting my artery, which is in total agreement with the story where Muhammad saying that Allah will not allow you to do so. And here you notice how Muhammad, he got himself busted. So the Quran confirmed that Allah is the one who killed Muhammad. And this is in two chapters in the Quran, chapter 69 verse number 43, 44, 46, 40, 45, 46. And in verse number 47, do you think anyone can be protected from us? Protected? No. And then in the other chapter here, chapter 64, it says clearly that there's no harm can happen to anyone except by the leave of Allah. So in order for this woman to be successful to kill Muhammad, she have to get the leave of Allah and the approval of Allah. And why Allah he approved his death? Because Muhammad, he fabricated lies about Allah. I'm just using a pure Islamic resource. All of it is sahih, all of it is approved. There's no fabrication, there's no doubt about it. And I challenge any Muslim to say to me, this is not true. That is your religion, and this is your prophet got busted. Please download the video, share it with your friends. We have to keep it long, short, so you guys can have it, post it in your account. And again, by the way, we have my second book in Spanish is already published for those who speak Spanish. Please tell your friends. So now we have two books in Spanish, and this book is going to be very soon in Amazon. It's already published actually, but it takes maybe a day or two to appear in Amazon. So if you are a person who speaks Spanish, you want to receive the Quran and Science in Spanish, the book is already going to be out maybe in the coming few hours. And we have the other book too, which is The Deception of Allah in Spanish, and for sure those books are translated to many languages, so get your copy. I want to say thank you guys. As I said, I'm gonna keep this video short so you can share it easy, people watch it, and this is a very clear proof, and no Muslim really can challenge me about that. All those references, no harm can happen to anyone except by the leave of Allah. No one can be harmed except by the leave of Allah. No one. And Muhammad was harmed, killed by poison. And the Quran says if Muhammad is a liar, he fabricated Quran about us, we are going to cut, certainly we are going to cut his artery. And Muhammad himself, he explained to us how he died. He died by poison and his aorta is cut off. And this hadith is reported, and this is sahih, and no Muslim can say this is not true. And the women, she made a challenge that if you are a prophet, and this is the purpose of this poisoning, if you are a prophet, Allah will save you. If you are not a prophet, you will die. And this is exactly what happened to Muhammad. So all the proofs lead to one conclusion, that Muhammad is a false prophet. He is a liar, and he gave us a clear evidence from his own words, from his own reference, from his own followers, from his own books, printed, published, translated by Muslims, and shared with us. Even the Quran confirm, as we said in chapter 69, that this is what will happen exactly to Muhammad. Even the Quran in chapter 64 verse number 11, it says it clearly that there's no calamity can occur to anyone except by the leave of Allah. That's mean the one who killed this man Muhammad, yes, it was the Jewish women, but it was by the leave of Allah. And Allah, he sent this women to kill Muhammad. By the way, I don't believe in Allah, but here the irony is that Muhammad, he fabricated too many lies and yet get busted. He never thought he will die by poison. I believe the one who destroyed Muhammad is my Lord, not Allah. Allah does not exist. But Muhammad, he never thought that he will die in such a way. Muhammad, he is a person who talk too much, and the more you talk, the more you expose your lies. Keep talking, Muhammad. Too bad he's dead. Thank you very much, guys, for being here. May the Lord bless you. Please download the video immediately after we finish. Christ is Lord, Islam is false, and we will see you soon again. Thank you. Take care.